Hello. Hello. Oh, the audio actually worked like it was supposed to. Hello, and welcome to this week's. I know. Welcome to this week's episode of the Tales of Lawn, when things are finally working, but we're still super late because I can't get my shit together.
It is working.
Oh man, no, isn't that a great feeling? Isn't that just a great feeling? Oh man. I'm your DM, Blue, and I am leading this gravy train. All right. So for announcements, we have no announcements. We still have not figured out our Christmas schedule, but expect us to be randomly missing for the next few
Are
weeks.
we voting on
What days?
what game awards?
Oh yeah. So Game
Yeah,
Awards announcements. Yeah. So the Game Awards actually got extended. So I'm changing the Game Awards. It's going to be calendar year. So this year it's going to be calendar year plus November and December of 2021. And then from next year on, it'll just be calendar year. Any game that came out that calendar year. Nominations go in December. Voting begins in January. And this is going to save me because it means that I'm not trying to panic and do everything all in, like, on my birthday and between November and between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm not trying to fucking get everything done, which is really nice, honestly.
Because I got more time to actually play games that were released last year.
Well, yeah, that's
them.
that's the other, benefit. I have been kind of addicted to Horizon lately, though. Started playing Horizon Zero Dawn because it came to PC a year ago, and they finally released a bunch of bug fixes. It didn't fix everything. The physics are still really goofy in there, and stuff will randomly like ragdoll, or you'll get on the elevator, and Aloy's hair will like stick straight up as you go down an elevator. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. I took screenshots. I was like, "This is great." And then when people cry, their upper eyelid gets wet,
Oh.
like all the way to their eyebrow. And when it rains, it looks like it's raining on the inside of people's faces because you don't see any rain like hitting their face, but like it'll start dripping from their like jawline, and you're like, "Where the fuck are you dripping from, my dude?"
That's what nightmares are.
Like, where's this water coming from? Inside your face. Okay, because the water's falling on the other side of you. Got it. Got it. So yeah, that's little fun bugs. All right. So last time on the Tales of the Wand. Oh, we are short. That's the other announcement. Sorry, we are short one member for now. Will be joining us in progress. Yep. Let me just text them that.
Ooh.
My tower. The whole session on it.
Oh, I did the same thing. Oh man, that's fantastic. Okay.
Cool.
Anyways, moving forward.
Bunch of brickmasters over here.
Last time, Tales of the Wand, the party started some general investigating into Obsidian Company and Dagger Company, the two mysterious elements that seemed to be behind the break-in at the Lost Tower Magic Item Shop. They were making decent progress until Casmar was alerted by the Azurathinium. There was a break-in at a bookstore that he was asked to go investigate.
Oh, fuck.
So if you tilt it back, if you hold it upright when you do that, like not like you're gonna write with it, but the other way. Yeah. So if you have your pen, then you can figure out the way you want to actually twist it, and then you pull back so you draw the ink out of the capillaries, and then you can. But you actually don't need to do that because capillary action will continually be pulling ink down. Sometimes it just takes a little bit for it to get started.
Just haven't used it in a couple weeks.
Yeah. So once you write a little bit, it'll give it a couple shakes. Sorry, fountain pen stuff. Oh, that reminds me. I have I have to talk to you about something. Remind me that I have something pertaining to fountain pens I need to talk to you about. Anywho, Casimir found out there was a bookshop that had been broken into, and the Athenium would like him to go investigate in their interests. Upon arriving to this bookshop, the party was pretty much summarily arrested by a very irate Javert,
Very
who then took them to an emergency council to have them judged and prosecuted. However, the party was able to flip it on its head by rolling really well and managed to just get their names cleared, and actually have Javert investigated. Javert was essentially suspended pending investigation. The party then was allowed to return to the bookstore and begin their investigation. And that is when they saw in the made with the rubble of bookshelves and books the sign of Helm, a formerly popular god. And that is where we cut in to this party. So you are at the bookshop.
You ever get this symbol made out of books and trash and debris?
Debris and chains.
Debris. And we ended on a bit of a cliffhanger with Steve saying, "Guys, I've been meaning to tell you all night, but," or what was the exact quote? Sorry. Basically that. Basically something to that effect. And we're here. And we cannot hear Sleep, so I don't know whether that's me or Sleep. Checking to make sure.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Oh, there you are.
There you are. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Sorry.
I have totally forgotten the thing that I was gonna tell you about.
I'm not.
Are we retconning?
No, that I mean, um,
Didn't you know what the thing was? Weren't you going to tell us?
I know the thing.
Oh, okay.
Do I know what the thing is?
You know what the thing is. Oh,
I know what the
okay.
thing is.
Yeah, you know what the thing is. I think I told you about the thing. Did I not tell you about the thing?
What?
Did I fail at my duties? Okay. No, yeah, I just told you. Yeah.
Okay. I don't see the part that references the symbol or anything.
The reference to the hold on. That I have on a piece of paper.
Very good work that is here, you know.
I know, I did
It's hard
great.
to make a collage of worn books and pages and broken shells into a
lot of-
very, very, very lifelike fist, you know? Got all the fingers and everything.
That's a fisty fist.
Fisty fists.
Technically it's a hand, but holy Jesus.
I thought the ball was yesterday.
Ooh.
Yep, there we go. Okay.
Helm in the Tower Wars, his followers were implicated in a plot to assassinate Mystra, goddess of magic. He went from a respected yet feared god to kind of a taboo person to worship. I have that written down.
That sound familiar.
Tyr is the
Tyr.
god of true justice. Helm is the god of justice, was justice and peace, was lawful neutral, but then changed to was more like justice at all costs.
Regular
Like
boondocks.
very unfeeling.
Very much the ends justify the means. And collateral damage. Very much kind of like
You used an analogy last time, and I also can't remember what you said.
I don't remember what I used last time, but from Mass Effect.
I think it's Mass Effect.
Oh, was it Mass Effect that I used last time? Fuck, what's his name? My brain just Saren from Mass Effect. Would basically be what Helm was. Total Saren. Which doesn't help if you haven't played.
I have not, but
I think
I
I think
remember
you were
the thing
gonna.
now.
I think you were gonna use Mass Effect as an analogy, and then all of us were like, "Well, we played Mass Effect." And then you're like, well,
Fuck.
doesn't really mean anything. We haven't played Mass Effect.
That's
the same conversation last time.
Guys, I remember where I've seen the symbol before.
Oh, gee.
Really?
Yeah, so a couple of the people that I was working with in my old adventuring guild, they were followers of Helm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
bit of a controversial guy, person, god thing.
Yep, little bit.
Did you get any weird vibes off them? Why? Were they nice? Were they normal?
I mean, like, we got along well enough for a working relationship, but beyond that, let's just say they're not the kind of people I'd send Christmas cards to.
And you weren't with them for very long, right?
Right.
Do you have any idea what they went off and did after your party broke up?
Well, considering the breakup wasn't totally mutual, they did not, they were not inclined to share that information with me.
Can I ask what happened?
Well, they kicked me out
Oh,
or I maybe did a little too much petty larceny,
oh,
or at least that is what they told me.
two sticky fingers for the rest of the squad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from what we know of you, I can't imagine that they were really justified in those accusations. You seem nice enough.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, we
I mean,
like
to be
having you
fair,
around.
I was looting a little bit more than maybe I needed to. But
Yeah.
also,
But you know,
I'm not entirely sure how trustworthy they were anyway, so, pot, kettle.
probably for the best then. A little
Yep.
looting never hurt anybody.
No.
Victimless crime theft.
Victimless crime. Oh man.
Famously a victimless crime.
Yeah, the most famous victimless crime.
Oh well, was it the whole party, or was it just a couple of members?
Well, it was really just those two. Um, yeah, Framond was a good dude, and I got along pretty well with Aya, but those two guys, yeah,
Were they the
not.
ones pushing you out the hardest, or
I'm
I will say
I'm not entirely
roll
sure
for.
where it started, but
I will say you can roll for an insight. Ooh, past
ooh,
insight. Yeah,
historical
okay,
insight?
yeah, it's historical insight even. Insight, but in the past.
that's weird. Why isn't it rolling? All right, my auto roll is broken on D&D Beyond,
Uh-oh.
so give me a second.
No worries.
Okay, 13.
13. Okay. I would say yeah. Generally, the two who were the followers of Helm just seemed generally disapproving of any non-lawful acts, and you were full of non-lawful acts, so
Okay.
they very much did not like
Yeah, so it would have been those stiffs.
Ah, it sound like squares. I imagine that much fun at parties.
Not terribly, but I think if we're looking for more information on Helm, they might be good resources. I don't know how open they would be to discussion, but I mean, they'll know stuff.
True. Do you know if they're around town? Are they part of the guild still, or
I think
were
they're
you
still
part of the
part of the
you were part of the
guild.
guild, right?
no. You guys found out last time that they had resigned their position at the guild.
Oh, this is the whole thing.
Yeah, Dagger Company has resigned their position.
Oh, you were Dagger Company?
I was.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, I think we knew that. We know that. I'm sure we'll come up.
I'm not sure.
I think that was the key bit that.
I'm sure if you had actually been here, it would come up.
Sorry. Oops.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Dagger Company. Well, this makes much more sense now. Yeah, they skipped town. They did skip town. Out of town. We have no idea where to find them.
Another
What
group
have
of
we
people
said?
that we have no idea where, which is just the same group of people from before.
Ah, Dragonborn Fighter, Human Barbarian, Human Paladin, and Dragonborn Cleric. They worked as hired muscle for the Obsidian Company and fought ghosts and werewolves. And then skipped town.
That sounds about right.
We need to find them. That's what we're telling. They're somehow connected to Jane.
Jane, oh Jane.
Our arch nemesis. Well, it makes it much more imperative we find them, I think. They're connected to Jane, they're connected to Helm, and Helm's connected to this break in and possibly the other attacks on the my friends in the library.
I'm not entirely familiar with your guys' history with Jane. Jane? Is it Jane? Would she be
Yeah.
easier maybe to talk to than these guys? Because like I said, I
Uh,
don't think it's going to be a very warm reunion.
not sure. Might be kind of a similar. If we run into the whole group of them, I don't know if we'd many friendly faces to find in that crowd. Sounds like
Yeah, that's,
not the best of terms. Jane, we were our other friend Riley has had a bit of a historic feud with her. She forced him out of his old job. Took over his old job as a bartender and used it to skim money off the bar and also lead a smuggling ring, which we tried to break up, and then led us on a roundabout chase throughout the city and outside the city, disappearing,
oh,
leaving us many cryptic messages with that weird eye symbol. And big threats, and also some playful banter, but definitely threats are part of it.
okay.
So if those crowds are together, it doesn't sound like
Yeah, no, probably won't be the
yeah,
best.
not not our biggest fan club, probably.
No.
Gosh. Would you know? I mean, not sure if you would know, having shacked up with them for a while, if they have anywhere in a purely platonic. That's an expression, right? It's not an expression.
It's not. It's really not.
Isn't like shacking up like living together before you're married,
I
like
think it is,
technically?
now that I'm
Yeah.
thinking
I think
about
that
it,
is
you
the
think that is-
technical,
that does-
yeah.
That does sound right. Yeah. Maybe not that.
We'll fix this in post. And
Dummy over it.
We'll put some like really loud back explosions in the background.
just the Among Us noise.
Just VO and
I mean, my horse was hitched to their wagon for a while, so
What's
does
that
that
also sound
sound
like?
any better?
Yeah.
Um,
having run with their crowd. How about that?
That
Or
yes,
for-
perfect.
That's the
There
one
we
you were
go.
looking
There-
for.
That's much better.
Would you have any idea where they may have gone?
I mean,
Yeah.
we could try the Salty Mermaid. I know it's kind of out of the way, but
We
Where
did
is
swing
that?
by there the other day. That we used to
Yeah.
hang out.
that would be. I think the tavern is going to be our best bet for now. If they're still in town, that's where they'll be.
Interesting. We went there to talk to our
The
the
docs.
Doc man, Darktide, Lord Darktide, Jeffrey Darktide,
Geoffrey.
He didn't seem to have much of a idea. Wait. It's a little convoluted because we did get arrested in the middle of yesterday.
Yeah, you were a little bit arrested randomly.
We had a little bit of other
so
pressing issues that popped up.
things are a bit mer-
We went to there and we asked him about, I think that's about the Obsidian Company. Not really much about, I don't remember asking much about.
You guys did not ask anything
We did
about
not-
Dagger
no,
Company.
interesting. We also did not ask anybody else in the bar about any of these things. Only Lord Darktide.
So,
So may have been a bit of a error on our part.
a good thing,
Circling back
When
Yeah,
I
we're
asked
still
two
open.
questions, I'm like, well, guess nothing's here. Well, we tried.
Crushed it first try.
I mean, yeah. Seems like unless we can find anything else here besides the symbol, seems like that may be our only lead.
I think based on your
Well, that's-
investigation rolls, that is all you are able to.
Fair. I'll just draw a picture of the symbol. Just for, I mean, not that I knew what it was in the first place.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like our best lead is to try to find the Dagger Company.
Mm.
And the best chance to do that would be to go back to the Salty Mermaid.
All right. So you guys make the trek, just in the sake of brevity and time. You guys make the trek back to the Salty Mermaid. You are here now. Bam. Salty Mermaid.
Is Larcenius a word? Is it a verb? No. Or adverb, adjective.
I don't know what you're going for, so I'm gonna
Like-
cautiously say no.
Yeah. Yeah. Larcenous.
Oh, larcenous. Okay.
Not Larcenius. Larcenous.
Okay. Okay.
I write down descriptions and sleep. Right?
Sleep.
In my notes.
Yes.
No, just your larcenous.
Larcenous.
Oh.
That's that is what.
No offense.
That's as far as we've gotten.
None taken.
All right, so you guys are at the Salty Mermaid. Lord Darktide is not there now because if you remember, he was at your hearing, so he's not.
Ah, yes. And he is now heading up the investigation of Lord Javert. Go ahead. Maybe tied up with more pressing matters. Yeah, so you said you all used to hang out here,
Yep.
doing missions.
I'm not sure if they've had any turnover with the staff here, but I mean, I could use a drink, so I'm gonna head to the bar.
Always use a drink.
Alrighty. The bartender is there. It's a grizzled old sailor. A turtle, actually, who's there. What'll it be, young missy?
Beer
Wee beer.
of the cold variety.
And immediately you're put forth a very chilly.
Ah, perfect.
Will that be it then, lassie?
Actually, I was wondering if you've seen a couple of my friends around here recently. Because I know this used to be like our spot. But I don't know if they've been around. Do you know Nabaru?
He ponders deeply. Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
Bronzy
Yep.
type.
Yep.
Uh,
That's him. Do you know if he's been in recently?
no. Hey, actually, last time I saw him, you were with them.
Okay.
Do you know how long ago that was?
Say about 2 weeks. Who's this one, lass?
This is my new adventuring gang.
Good on you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Cheers.
The other group seemed a little surly, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, I don't mind.
We'd like to be the opposite.
Good. There's always room for non-surly types here.
Ah.
What'll you
The
be
last
having?
time-
Oh, I'll have what she's having.
All right. Serve
Yeah.
up.
Anyone else?
Another cold one.
Yama?
All right, you are all summarily served up cold beers. There'll be let's see, there'll be 5 of you, so 5 silver.
I'll give him a gold.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We can definitely use more of your types around here. Just holler if you need anything. He goes off and continues, tending his bar.
Let's sip my beer.
All right, so it looks like they haven't been back here.
Anyone here? Anyone you can think of they would have hung out with? Maybe we should be asking around, or that's too suspicious.
Is this
I will have
would
you roll
anybody here look
another.
familiar?
Roll an investigation.
Okay.
Roll an investigation. No. What it
That's not
is.
great. That's a 2.
Two. With that, no. You do not recognize.
You.
You do not. Sorry. You do not recognize anybody.
Yeah, I got nothing, guys.
Hey. Well, let's see if there's anything we can do here.
There is another place they might be.
Where would that be?
Well, it's not super far from here. There's a tavern / inn in Hill Garden.
Hillgard.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Just as a point of reference,
Here.
Hill Garden is a suburb of
That's okay.
because you would not have that on that map. A detailed map of area is what you need, which I should probably get to you guys at some point in the very near future.
Did you all used to stay here or out in Hillgarden?
I mean, a little bit of both. We were in Hill Garden enough that, I was up there for a while. So I've got a pretty good rapport with the innkeeper. But I mean, we were doing jobs in the city enough that we were here too. So
Yeah, fair. I mean, yeah, if I don't think it's worth asking around here, always pop out there.
yeah.
think we
Well, because
have-
I've never seen any of these people ever before in my entire life.
We have no other real leads at this time.
Yeah, you would recognize the bartender,
People-
and that's about it.
Yes.
Yeah. So
But that's
I
all
don't
I
know
got.
these people. But do you know these people?
I have face blindness.
All right. So I will say at this point it's getting to evening, so you guys are welcome to make the trek out now. But it is getting later in the day, so it's up to you whether you want to stay in town for the night or if you want to head out.
How far?
It's like an hour or two
An
travel.
hour or two.
Yeah.
Can always stay out there. It's nighttime too. Be full crowd. Be more chance to be people there that would have seen them.
Hustle and bustle.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Why not do it now?
Onward.
All right, so you guys head out to Hill Garden. It's not far. It's south of the city of Ariath. Located on the place that I will tell you about in one moment. I did not close my book. It's been open this whole time. Totally been open this whole time. The right page. Definitely not that page.
Hillgarden or 10?
Den. Hill Garden. Like exactly how you would expect all of those words to be spelled.
2 L's.
Or both of those words, I should say. Not all of those words. There's an E.
Suburbs. Always weird to be out in the suburbs.
It's a similar it's a little bit bigger, but it's very similar to Northampton. Like a very tight knit farming community. It's not super big, but it is larger than Northampton. I hate myself every time I say that. Just it is
You
larger.
go to suburbs and make them name all.
Just on the spot.
Please listen. Manchester.
Take a stroll down to the Crystal Palace.
Listen, you wait. Keep making jokes.
What's that cheapest you would say?
What do you mean this place is LAFC?
Oh, odd name?
Crumbs.
The bartender is Pep Guardiola? What? All right.
Let's back into the game.
You'd have to be a metal worker, just bending metal, just standing there. Just,
I don't know. I would want to learn how to do that.
that's okay. Hill Garden. So
Not to be confused with High
no, not
Garden. I was like, wait a minute.
not even close actually. So Hill Garden is to the south of Ariath, and it is so as you go south, there's the road immediately south, as you can see on the map, and then it splits.
At one point we had that.
Well, there's at least a map of. You can look at the world map, and that will. If you look at Ariath.
Okay.
So south of the city, there's a fork. On one side goes to the coast.
Mhm.
Right where the road meets the coast is where Hill Garden is.
Is it a coastal town?
Kind of. So it's set high on cliffs. So there's not actually any docks or anything there. There's no fishing from Hill Garden. In fact, Hill Garden is primarily known for their actually you would not know. So but you do not see any fishing. There is a large, like very large stone building set right on the cliffside though. Smoke's coming out of several smokestacks. And you guys make your way to the aptly, very apt hill in the middle of the city. And upon that hill is the Vigilant Repose. There is no garden on that hill. there is an inn.
Misleading.
Oh my god.
Yes, it is very misleading.
I was promised gardens.
I mean, there's plenty of farmers. So the farmers have plenty of garden, and there's actually so in front of every house is actually a small little garden, which is very different from other places where you would expect to see like just houses set right up against the road, and then behind them is everything. Well, here houses are actually set back, and there's actually gardens in front of every house.
That's quaint.
Sustainable. I like it.
Yeah, kind of like it.
And there are many hills. Hill Garden is actually very hilly. But the largest hill is in the center, and upon it sits the inn, the Vigilant Repose. Inn/tavern.
All right. Well, I guess we're going in. Here we go. Gonna
So-
do it.
Inside, yes. You guys enter, and it is hopping. There's a band playing in the corner. Just several musicians playing away at different instruments. Food is at every table. There's cheering and everything, and all sorts of carousing. Cheering and carousing.
Carousing.
Everybody's having a pretty good time. They're staying pretty. There's no. That's a good way. The carousing isn't like out of control. It's like everybody's just having a good time, being mindful of others. Having fun with their friends. Not harshing anybody's, not yucking anybody's yum. As a good party is. You guys go up to the bar, and Sleeve, you would recognize this large black dragonborn is tending. All right. Good night.
No.
Night. Have a safe flight tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Have fun.
Oh yeah.
Large, very muscular black dragonborn is tending bar. It's handing out drinks, various different wait staff are coming back and getting more drinks or getting food from the kitchens and hustling about. And there's constant movement, and he just stands there. Welcome. What can I get you all?
Stranger.
You would know him as Tirsenda.
I wasn't sure how to pronounce it, so I didn't
I
want
was
to fuck
gonna
it
do
up.
that.
Sorry. Young Sleep. Been a little bit. Welcome back.
Thanks. These are my new friends.
Well, pleasure to meet you.
Greetings and salutations.
Hello, I'm Tirsenda. This is my establishment. Welcome to Hill Garden.
I'm glad to be here.
Indeed. I take it you guys are all peckish?
Very much so, yes.
A bit.
Excellent. There's a table. Hold on, and he walks over to the side of the bar where there's a table that has one person sitting at it, and this person is this very like disheveled, dirty looking, like hunched over mass, and Tirsenda just goes over there, says, "All right, time to go," and just kind of just grabs him by the scruff and just drags him out and throws him out into the street. Table.
Thank
And then
you.
one of the wait staff comes over and cleans the table. Stew okay?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Beers? I assume?
Please.
Yes, please, yeah.
Don't die.
Extra one for this one here. Gotta wash down the costs.
I don't know how to drink.
Happens to me all the time.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
Mhm.
Yep.
Edit that one out.
Just cut it out.
Just shacking up and
Yep.
choking on drinking liquids.
Couple things.
Streams look like
Snip.
a YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Quick cut. For half a sentence.
It'll look scripted just the way we like it. In quick order, food and drinks brought to your table. Knows. So what brings you back, Good Sleep?
We're actually looking for the old crew. Have
Hmm.
you seen any of the guys? Navarro, Ether?
Well, I haven't, but that doesn't mean anybody else hasn't. They do come by often enough.
That's true.
When was the last time you saw him?
Oh, probably less than a week back.
Okay,
What
so
do
we're
we-
getting warmer.
Yep.
Cool. Do you know what they've been up to? I mean, I don't super care, but like, what are they doing?
I mean, I don't care, but if I did care.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. That is a 13 plus 3, 16.
16. Okay, with that,
Oh,
Yeah.
he laughs and says, "Well, word is they got a mission. They said something about more money outside the Adventurers Guild, and they quit the guild and had a mission pretty much lined up as soon as they left.
How'd they get a mission if they're not in the guild?
Not quite sure. They didn't talk about that,
That checks out.
but
Strange.
they were very excited.
It's been a pretty lucrative job then.
Yeah, there's plenty of jobs for mercenaries, and there's a lot of money out there to be made.
That makes sense.
Adventurers Guild is still a little new, not quite the monopoly that Sheriff Brariel wishes we had. That sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain they're okay with other adventuring companies as well, though. Independent contractors.
Sure, that's what they tell me. I mean, it's
But anyways, I'll leave you
like,
to your drinks.
non-union jobs.
Thank you.
And he walks away, continues tending bar. Steve, I would like you to roll a just an intelligence check.
Not my best, but okay.
Just,
That's a straight 12.
okay.
But
It didn't occur to you at first, but as you think back on it, you recognize that hunchover figure who is sitting at the table. That's Corin. Corin, you remember, is he's barely tolerated in the town.
Okay.
And Tirsenda is the only one who generally really feeds him.
Oh.
He's kind of the town drunk, more or
Okay.
less. He's usually very beat up. He's got bruises everywhere. It looks like he once may have had tattoos, but it's just kind of hard to tell from all the difference between bruising and tattoos. So it's really hard to and all the cuts and scabs and all that.
Is he someone who would know things about the goings on in the town? Or is he like too out of it?
Your interactions with him have been incredibly weird,
Okay.
but he seems to be incredibly sharp for somebody who's very drunk all the time, or supposed to be very drunk all the time.
Okay.
The other thing you would know about him is he's considered the town's sin eater. The town called him the sin eater. Basically, he like the whole description for why he's all beaten all the time is he believes that there's a limited amount of suffering in the world, and so if he takes more suffering upon himself, that means that there will be less suffering for others to endure. At least that's what the town has told you when you've inquired after.
So not entirely sure how accurate that is, but
But that's
Good to
the
know.
story. Yeah.
I relay this to the group.
That's
Just
an
'cause
interesting
I-
character.
Also, he doesn't have a tongue.
Oh, yeah, that too. Never not boring.
Gosh. Sounds cool.
Wait, never not boring. Never boring. There we go. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Did he get kicked out of the bar, or did he just get kicked off the table?
No, he got thrown out of the bar.
Yeah. Onto the street.
Seems like a character who could have maybe picked up some knowledge others might not have noticed.
Definitely.
I
If
want
we
to try
can
to
get
find
him
him.
to relay the information.
I may be able
Well,
to
I don't know
speak
how
with
far
him.
he could have. I don't know how far he could have gotten if he just got kicked outside. So let's do it.
We're
Yeah.
taking a short rest since the trial, probably, right? We were hanging out in bars.
I'll say yes. I'll say you have taken a short rest. You spent about 20 minutes in the bar. To eat and drink. As you guys head to the door to go chase after Corin, Tirsenda says, "Hey, you all staying the night, or are you gonna close up your bill?"
So should we stay?
Stay
If
the
they have
night?
rooms available.
Oh yeah, stay if there's
Yes,
room.
please.
All right.
Sleep would like to check up with somebody here.
Uh, Rooms are gold ahead, or gold a room, and you'll get a discount on dinner with that. That'll bring you to 25 copper a person for dinner, and a gold a room.
Sounds good.
Yep.
I pay the man.
Okay, so that comes out to how many rooms are you getting?
I could share. Is Riley with us?
I'm going to say Riley's tagging along, yes. Riley's tagging along, Blaze is tagging along, and Slenway is just here. Here for the ride.
I will
They
pay
have not
for
contributed anything.
Riley meal, and we will room together.
Okay.
I'll pay for a room and 2 meals.
Okay. So that is
1 gold, 50 copper.
1 gold, 50 copper. Or 5 silver. Or 1.5 gold. For everybody else, Sleeve, you said you were picking up the bill for everybody else, basically.
Yep.
Okay, so for everybody else, that would be 4 people? So 3 gold.
Hey, Larson has been generous.
I mean, trying to repay the community.
You were doubling up in rooms, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because otherwise it'd be more gold. Okay. Yeah. So you're given keys and you're left to your own devices. You go out into the street. I'll say it's been 25 minutes at this point. Took a little time counting out your money as well. And actually, the street is deserted except for across the street from you is the hunched form of Gordon.
Found him.
He Yeah, okay. That's what we'll do. Because it's more. Okay. He looks you guys in the eye. And he does a hand sign. What language do you all speak?
Halfling and thieves can't.
I think
Celestial, Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Common, Elvish, and half.
Okay. So, in Halfling, you would recognize the hand sign as kind of it is a really rough form of Halfling sign language, but it is Halfling sign language, which in this world I guess you would know. I've decided that everybody knows sign language. No middle language. Yeah. Everyone learned it.
And yeah, write it down. That's it.
Um,
Everyone, I'm writing in my notes. It's official. Everyone knows.
part of learning a language is learning if your language has them, the sign language version of them.
Mm.
It's a very forward thinking world that's in the past, that's in the future.
What is time?
Yeah. Exists independent of us. And you would recognize it as the moonlight shows the way.
Okay.
Specifically Sleeve, you know what this is. This is Thieves' Camp.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's Thieves' Camp for Follow Me.
He wants us to follow him.
I cannot understand it, so.
Yeah.
Y'all got me.
You just see like a dude wiggling his hands in front of you, and you're like, what the happy shit is this?
I got you if we ever run into any or Angel. No, good there.
Watch out, Dan Brown. Watch out, Dan Brown. There's angels and dragons.
Amazing.
So he leads you guys actually to
Yeah, I follow him.
to a cemetery. Yeah. You guys are, as far as you can tell, completely alone with him. And he makes hand signs to you. So the Thieves' Camp translation is that let's see, the Thieves' Camp translation is to do my brain thing again. The secret stash is not safe. There are highwaymen that run the secret stash. Thieves are everywhere.
Secret stash.
And so as you question, he signs secret stash again and looks at you pointedly.
At all of us or at Sleeve?
Specifically Sleeves, since Sleeves seems to be the only one who's understanding what's going on.
Okay.
Ayana, you
I'm
would
translating for the rest of the group.
yeah. So, secret stash. I
Would I know what he's referring to?
roll an
Like, would
insight
Steve
check.
know? Lizzie doesn't know. Okay. Insight.
Roll an insight
Lizzie
check.
does not
The secret.
Okay. That's a 10. Dirty 10.
With a dirty 10. Okay. So because he seems to definitely be trying to get a message across.
Mhm.
And he seems just a little bit addled in general. And it could be the years of beatings and concussions and alcohol at this point.
know. Penguins play?
But he seems to think that you would definitely know where in town anything that he would call the secret stash is. So any location that you are familiar with, like it seems to very much be a location you have to be very familiar with.
Okay.
And that's what he's referring to as the secret stash.
Okay. So, like, specifically a location, not like an object.
Correct.
Okay.
You definitely get the vibe that it is a place, not a
Okay.
not a thing.
Okay. Trying to think of places that I know well enough around here.
So, where you and your group would have hung out,
Besides,
maybe?
like, well, it was mostly just the inn when we weren't working.
Hmm.
I don't know if it would be the room that I used to like the room that was quote unquote mine for a while. Or if
So
there's
as you
something there
guys
that
start talking about the inn in your room, he gets very excited. And is
okay.
nodding and saying secret stash.
Okay, great. I know where it is.
And then he again warns you about there being thieves running around.
Mhm.
And then he says the phrase you've lost the thieves that you used to be with. Are you away from those thieves?
Yep. Yep. We've distanced ourselves.
You get good. Don't trust the highwayman.
Oh, okay.
And then
Highwayman
there
in
are
this
more
case.
thieves.
Is that a gender neutral term?
It would be general neutral in
Thieves can't.
the thieves camp.
So it could be a highway chain.
Could be a highway gang.
Maybe.
Could be.
Could be.
And as you guys, oh sorry, go ahead.
I was just asking if we should head back to the inn.
Okay, so as you ask that, you hear noise, and he immediately starts. And as you turn to look around for the noise, you see like some villagers are on their way home singing boisterously, and you turn back to look at Corin. He's gone.
Magic man.
He has disappeared.
Uncanny.
So back to the inn then?
Yeah. I mean, that was helpful.
Yeah, I mean, at least we know we're in the right place.
Yeah. Seems like a nice enough fellow.
He's an odd duck, but definitely more misunderstood than anything else.
Yeah. We should go to bottom and drink. Maybe.
I'm sure he
some
would
other
have liked
time.
that too. Another time.
I guess we head back.
All right, so you guys head back. You're back in the tavern.
Can I like look out for shady people that are maybe watching us?
Yeah, roll a perception. Perception.
Perception. What's that? Well, got it. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. So with that, you do not notice anybody in particular watching you. You do notice like different with a dirty 20, you do notice like different townsfolk keeping an eye on you at different points, but nobody specific.
Nobody,
Like nobody has like
It's like trying to watch us without letting on that they're watching us in like a shady way.
well, I mean that's kind of how you feel about these like every once in a while you get like one townsfolk who just seems a little bit suspicious, and then you go to find that townsperson and they're not paying attention.
But
And
it's
then-
more like
And then immediately after that, you're like looking around again, and another person seems suspicious. And then you look back for that person, they're like not paying attention to you. But then you find somebody else who's suspicious.
But it's more like people being rude and not like professional shady people that are like, you know,
We have any tails.
spying on us without. That's the vibe I get.
More general curiosity than
Yeah.
More very high levels of curiosity than necessarily spying.
Like that doesn't seem like anybody recognizes us.
No, nobody recognizes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some recognition for Sleeve because, and so some townsfolk come over and say hi and just inquire how you're doing, and
No.
you know, and then
Good.
they leave.
Interesting. Well, he's talking about a stash.
Mhm.
Be in a room here, you think, or I mean, what could he be referring to?
The only thing I could think of is the room that I used to stay in when I was here before.
Any chance we happen to have gotten that room? One of our Or-
I can ask.
Sleeve, you are back in your old room.
Hmm?
You have been one of the rooms that you got is your old room.
Hell yeah. Yes. Yes, it is.
You'd probably recognize the key.
Let's check it out.
All right. You are in your old room. It looks exactly pretty much the way you left it. There's a bed, there's a dresser, there's a chest at the foot of the bed. It's not super big. It's actually probably one of the smaller rooms in the whole tavern. But inn/tavern, but you know, it's not bad. It's comfy enough.
Pretty-
There's fresh hay in the bed.
Can I ritual cast detect magic for 10 minutes?
Sure. You spend your
So,
10 minutes to
doing-
cast detect magic.
I'll just be sitting.
And- You
That would be in a radius of 30 feet.
just need to let You actually do.
Cool.
You catch a hint of divination sitting like right above the door. And as soon as you seem to notice it and pay attention to it, it immediately out of focus.
Was it a
Like it just
Right.
disappears.
type thing?
I don't think.
Would I know that?
I don't think you would know that. Yeah, you just sense the presence of it.
Presence of something.
You sense the
Divination.
presence of divination magic.
So I have no context like what it would be.
You know it's divination.
There was a bit of magic for a second. Above the door.
Okay.
Like not on the wall, like on the wall or like floating above the door.
Kind of floating.
Now it's gone though.
Strange. What would they be using divination magic for in here?
Not sure. I couldn't get really much of a vibe off other than just noticing that it was there. I guess should we search the room?
Yeah.
All right, roll an investigation check. Search in the room.
Do, 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 do. 17.
Ooh, 17.
Much better.
16.
16. Nice. What'd you get?
What did we roll again?
Good
Investigate.
guess. Yeah. Okay. Um, you actually find.
I go sit in a corner and stare at a wall.
Yeah. So, you like. Yeah, you. The
This
bed
looks
is
like a
like.
room.
Like you don't know how they made this bed. You thought it was like a straw mattress, but like this has got to be better than a straw mattress because it is a comfy bed. Maybe it's down. Maybe this is a down
Ooh.
mattress. Like what is going on with this mattress? It's like oddly comfortable. Everybody else is
Look at these.
Everyone else is contributing.
yeah. Everybody else is actually. You it's good.
I'm like, this isn't a microdose, and I'm like stroking the wall.
You didn't roll a natural one. You did better than that. The rest of you guys are able. Like you find one bit of paper that was stuck to the underside of the chest, and in Thieves' Cant, Halfling Thieves' Cant, it says, "Beware the highwayman. He's always watching."
Already.
And then
Beware the highway man/person.
and it says,
Highway for love.
They aren't always watching.
"Find me, I will tell you more."
Watching. No initials or anything.
No initials.
Find me. I will tell you more.
The next note you find is on the underside of the waste bin, and it reads, "Don't trust your thieves. They're telling the highwayman everything.
Trust thieves.
The highwayman. See, I feel like this is a person that I would know Is it a person I would know? Is it like
You're definitely getting the vibe that this could be a person that you know.
okay.
You find another note
Ooh.
in the wardrobe taped underneath one of the drawers,
Oh, wait.
or stuck underneath the drawers, and it says,
Mhm.
"Don't trust any of the thieves. They tell the they tell their cantors and the canting crew everything." And on another
Man,
drawer,
these
you
thieves
find
would be
one
bad
that
spies.
says, "Oh, sorry, go ahead."
I just said these thieves would be bad spies.
You're blabbering everybody.
Honestly.
Are all of the notes in the same handwriting?
Yes.
Okay.
We recognize the handwriting.
No.
No. Boo.
You see another note on another in another drawer that says, "The highwayman is a canter." And Ayana, in the pillow, as you continue to investigate, you find a note that the thieves can't translates to, "Why are you taking so long? Are you one of them?"
Well, this gets more and more cryptic. Is there anything weird about the way the notes are written?
Roll an insight check.
Check.
Well, so you, who doesn't know thieves can't.
You.
No, so specifically Ayana, who doesn't know thieves can't. Like, this is coming off as like straight up just bullshit code. Like, one paper is like the cat crows at the earliest moonlight.
Oh, it's like a fucking haiku.
And you're like, what the fuck is this? And you like throw the paper at sleeve, and sleeve like, oh, this is clearly why the fuck is this taking you so long?
Mhm.
Like, so
Yeah.
everything that I'm translating is 100% written as if like it's random bits of nonsense, but that's thieves can't.
Okay, I rolled a dirty 20 on the insight check.
Okay, with that, so
Nice.
two things seem very, very interesting about all these notes. One seems that you definitely know, like you know the connections, but you just don't know the connections. If that makes sense. Like,
With the tongue.
yeah, like you definitely feel like you should definitely know who the highwayman is. It seems like it's somebody who's really important and very well connected.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
The other thing that you notice is all of this is in halfling, and instead of in common. So somebody's clearly trying to.
So these were
Sorry, go ahead.
very specifically left for me.
They were very specifically left for you, and some of them
damn.
seem like they've been there for a while.
Well,
Like longer than
these
the
would
2
have been
weeks since
nice
she
to
last been here.
know.
Yeah, these have definitely been there longer than the 2 weeks. Not been. Or some of them.
Some of them.
Some of them.
So probably the ones that are like, don't trust the thieves that you're with, because, I mean, look how that turned out.
Well, seems to be good advice. Not a little late.
Yeah.
And the highwayman. Any of the thieves. They tell
Wait, man.
cantors everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the highwayman is.
And then you actually find one last note. There's also a desk in the room, and
Mhm.
like very well disguised underneath the desk is they're all thieves.
Okay, but to be fair though, same.
Can't
So
really judge from viewers in our perch. Hill, high hill.
yeah, I don't...
Well, any chance that this was Corin left these notes for you?
maybe, but I don't know how he would have gotten in here.
Probably would have mentioned something while we were talking to him too. He was an odd
It
guy,
just
but
seems so specific.
he was telling you in person to go read the notes he left for you elsewhere.
Good
Probably
point.
could have cut out the middleman there.
Yeah, that makes sense. So do we try to go find him again, or are there any other
Do that.
As you guys discuss this, there's a knock at your door.
I open the door.
It is Tirsinda. He goes, hello. I hope I'm not intruding. We've been, and he pushes a cart over. We were bringing bolsters. Is that what? Bolsters and hot pants for all the rooms. Here's yours, and he delivers you a bundle.
Thank you.
Do the rest of you want your room stuff in your room or in here?
Oh, I'll just take mine right here.
Okay, here you go.
Put ours in our room.
Not a problem. So he goes off and
Does does he seem like the kind of guy we could ask about this, or do the notes kind of make it seem like this should stay as close to insider information as we can keep it?
with your insight check and what you know what you know of Tirsinda is he's nice enough, but he doesn't typically care for strangers. He does represent the town, so when there is a council meeting that involves the suburbs, he goes as the town's representative and has routinely been selected by the town to do that.
I'll say to her with my sending
And-
ring.
Oh.
So I'm not saying the words, but we'll say we could probably at least ask him if anybody's been in the room, noticed. Hanging around the rooms, now or in the last past couple weeks or even before. But you notice kind of go in and out.
Yeah, that
Try.
sounds good. I thought ring back to him.
Sounds good. You also so you feel like he could be trustworthy, but he's like a weirdly cold person. Like he's kind of cold and aloof for no reason sometimes.
Mhm.
And you've tried to kind of get to know him when you stayed, but he just doesn't seem like the warm and fuzzy kind.
Okay.
So could tell him,
I asked, has how much traffic have you gotten in this room since the last time I was here? Because it looks great.
well, not too many have spent the night recently. The last few weeks, they usually, by the time they get here, they push for the town and make it in. These are the ones that come up the scenic route. Ever since they put in the second road, it's much more direct line to Aperel, it does cut down, travel time. We don't get nearly as much foot traffic as we used to.
Okay, so do you know if anyone's like been in the room?
No, I mean we cleaned the room,
Even
and then
oh no. Yes, definitely. It's gorgeous, sparkling, immaculate.
yeah, but that's
Just
no other renters have been in your room now.
okay, strange.
Why? Something wrong?
I found mail
Oh,
that someone I guess had left behind.
would you
So
like me to take it and deliver it to them?
oh, I was just gonna take care of it because we're headed that way later anyway. So, but thank you for offering.
Oh, not a problem. As you were then. Neat. Glad that you all in hearts.
Good night.
He is off. Peace out.
Well, interesting.
Okay, crazy thought.
Hmm?
The new road sounds like a highway. Maybe.
Men walk on it.
Think it might be worth
Highway
checking it out.
men.
Yeah. The highwayman indeed.
Could be something.
Could be man plural. Jeff.
I could
Could
be
be.
being
Do
a
you think
little
they
bit too
mean
literal about it, but
literal highwaymen like robbers. They're talking a lot about thieves.
Mhm.
Let's see. I guess it could be talking about thieves. Do you think that they'd be literally talking about thieves, or are they talking in a different language? The thieves can't in that language, then code in that
two
thieves
different
can't.
languages.
Thieves can't if thieves can't.
3 different languages.
Deception. Intriguing.
Cantors. Cantors? Is
Ah,
that in this context? Does that mean people who speak thieves can't, or does it mean
So you in particular would be familiar with the word cantor.
is it more of like a religious?
It's more of a religious thing.
Like a religious person?
Yeah, you would definitely interpret that more as like a religious, some
like
kind
the
of
guys who
religious
do the hymns at
affiliation.
church.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
Like a believer.
I'm wondering if that is in reference to my former colleagues. Because it feels like that might
In
be.
the case, yeah. Maybe maybe they were more involved than
Yeah.
they let on. The group with this helm.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Again, from what I know about him, it's not not the most popular thing to worship. Not the most respected.
Yeah. Not
Bit of
not quite
an
as
odd
cut and
crowd.
dry as
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not the most trustworthy church.
no. Strongly agree.
Any other leads? We have a code about the highwayman. That's been dropped a couple times. That's Corin said talk about the highwayman too. Talking about believers, talking about everybody's thieves, talking about don't trust your old group. We already kind of don't trust them. We're already trying to find. We know they don't really like us.
Yep.
We know they're
Right.
involved with Helm.
Well, they don't know you. They don't like me.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll we'll be in that boat as soon as we get introduced.
Wait, hold on. So the secret stash isn't safe. Do we know what the secret stash is yet, or we just found all these notes in the room?
We didn't find any like loose boards or anything. Like tucked under the bed frame or
Just no.
ceiling panels. Or nothing. No bundles
stash
tied to a
could
piece
be
of
of the
string that was like hung up the window. Pull up.
You're on the first floor, mind you.
Uh,
So this room is a first floor room.
Anything else in this tavern? You think? Can't imagine that.
Hidden cellar.
Sure, send appreciates snooping, but
Probably not. I don't know. Based on the notes, they just seem really specific. And I think this is the only place that whoever wrote them could know for sure that I would be to
true,
possibly find the notes. so-
true.
I don't want to discount that there might be other notes other places in the inn, but I think this is going to be our best bet. If it's all of them. I feel like this is all of them.
Beware of the highwaymen, they are always watching. Find me, I will tell you more. Find the person who wrote these papers. Anybody else you interacted with? Your time with the Dagger Company.
Thinking.
How did you follow with them in the
I
first
mean-
place?
I was venturing out on my own for the first time and didn't do a whole lot of background checking before joining up with the first adventuring group that would have me.
Hmm. Kind of by happenstance.
That's on me.
Tigers can't be choosers.
You speak with? Are you like? Well, we know the thieves are the Dagger Company. At least from what Corin was telling us.
Can I have you all roll a perception check, please?
That's like a 23.
Okay, 18.
Okay.
No. 21. Sorry.
21.
17.
17. Casimir, you notice the window just slide open. Just swing right on open. And through the open window, a rock comes flying in and it lands on the bed.
Can I run to the window and look out and see?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you
My little
see.
legs.
Yeah. You dash in the window, look out.
Pop up on the
So you can hear like the noise of the occasional. Would you like me to describe it to you? Or shall I get you a box?
That's my favorite. Love's love.
Oh man, that's like one of the best scenes. So
What's going on?
you guys have been hearing like the occasional strains of like chatter and singing as people are like walking, leaving the tavern. It's slowly emptying out as the it gets deeper into night. So there is very few people around when you look up. Excuse me, when you look out the window. In fact, you can just see one figure hunched, seemingly innocuously, and the only reason you can see him is at that moment the moon peeked from behind the clouds and just highlighted him, and as soon as like literally you see him and the wind blows a little more and the cloud moves right across the moon, obscuring him again.
How far away from you is he?
Well, like a little bit, like he's across the street and a little bit.
60 feet of me.
Oh yeah.
Can I shout? Can I cast command
Sure.
at him and
Sure.
shout, wait?
What's the save for that?
The wisdom. 15.
No, that was 10. So he holds there. How long is it? How long is it?
One round. That'll be 6 seconds.
Yeah. So he waits,
I'll say I think I see someone outside. Let's. Should we? We gotta go find him, and then I'll try to crawl out the window.
I'm just
Roll and
I follow him.
athletics or acrobatics for the window. Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah,
Acrobatics,
everybody's just going out the
please.
window.
Yes.
We got one round, one turn. He's waiting. You said
Okay,
athletics
that's a
or
24.
acrobatics?
24. Okay.
24 on acrobatics for sleeve.
19.
19.
3.
Okay.
No.
That's okay. Solenway got basically the same. And I'm gonna roll for Blaze just to make it. Sorry, Blaze. I'll try not to
I
kill
did
you
my
this
part.
time.
You guys got this now. I'll stay over across the street in the shadow, but I'll describe where I saw the figure.
We just
Nah.
pick him up and fling him out the window.
Okay, so Casper, you go to climb out the window and jump out. Your foot catches on the sill and you just face plant right out. Like you just
On the outside.
asshole to tea kettle right outside. Yeah. Sleeve, like,
I made it out.
Sleeve does this really impressive running, like leap, somersault, roll,
Like on
shindig, like right through.
Does she scream parkour?
Sleeve,
Of
do you
course she
scream
does.
for that is actually an 8. And then what did you get?
I don't remember. Something teen. 17,
Okay.
18, 19.
Yeah, so
In that
you
range.
just like swing right out. You like hurdle the windowsill. Solenway is a little bit less graceful hurdling the windowsill. Blaze runs smack dab into the window, and there's like a huge
Oh.
crashing sound because she rolled a natural one, and then falls outside.
Oh.
Duh.
Yeah, so I'll shout it out like the direction that I saw. I'm like, oh, under
Sure,
the window and whatever.
Okay,
And we have 6 seconds. And
So-
it's 60-ish feet away. Or whatever, across the
you guys make it. He hasn't moved. And he stands there. In front of you is what's his face?
Corin?
Corn. Yeah.
Oh.
Just looking at his name. His name just right out of my head. You're looking at Corin. And
Hi again.
he looks at you, Sleeve, very specifically, and he says, "The highwayman runs the secret stash.
Oh man.
He's coming." And
We gotta
he
go.
dashes out, and you guys would hear, like just faintly, banging on Sleeve's door.
Do we try to get back inside and act like nothing happened, or do we run?
Or secret stash. He said that was it. Did you say beware, or was it? Did I imagine?
Nope. He
And
just
he's on the way. Is that what you said?
yeah.
He's on the.
He's outside the room.
That's what he said.
He did not say he's outside the room.
He said he's on the way.
I thought you said there was
He's coming. He's coming.
knocking at the door.
Yeah, there is somebody knocking at your door now.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys
Is it
can
Chief
just faintly
Sentinel?
hear somebody banging at the door.
Like
Like
a SWAT knock or like a polite rap?
No, this is the police. Open the door.
Okay.
Uh.
So
Oh,
what
is
do
the
you guys-
police? Oh fuck no! I'm getting out of here.
What are you guys
Is there a
doing?
lock on the door?
I assumed you locked the door.
Yes.
Did you not lock?
Why
I gave you
would
guys.
not
I
lock
figured
the
you guys
door?
were.
Sleeve definitely locked the
Can
door.
I?
Sleeve
I'll
definitely
use
locked the
mage
door.
hand. If it's not locked, I'll use mage hand to lock the door.
It's locked. You don't have to use your spell. Yeah.
That's a cantrip, but
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is a great cantrip.
new toys.
So what are you guys doing?
What?
My inclination.
Sleeve, do you need
is
to
run.
hide because you have sticky fingers? People out for you.
Who'd be after us out here? What possible reason would they? We just got off charges. I'm not going back to prison. Just made it out.
I'm not sure. I just have a real bad feeling.
More knocking.
I mean, we can.
Should we hide? Should we look through the window? Should we? Well, but they're gonna look. Oh, can I use Mage Hand to close the window from the inside
Window shuts.
or from the outside?
Yeah, the window shuts.
I think we took all the notes with us. We didn't leave anything in there.
Yeah.
The only thing that probably shouldn't have been in there was probably the rock that was thrown.
I use Mage Hand to get the rock out of the room. I'll use it as
Open the
one
window,
useful
take the
thing.
rock
I'm
out,
sure
close
we
the window again.
Sure. Grab the rock and you
Window. Grab the rock and then
close the window.
again.
Okay, sure.
We find like a nearby rooftop and just kind of like, it's night or day.
It's night.
It's,
It's the middle of the
it's
night.
still nighttime.
So
Yeah.
we could lurk in the darkness and see what we can see from afar.
And you hear, like, you can vaguely, like, if you're underneath the window, you can vaguely hear more knocking. And then you can hear a voice going, Sleeve, you and your companions okay in there? I heard a crashing. Hello?
Maybe he's just being nice.
And it is the voice of Tirsen. Muffled, but it is his. He's got a kind of distinct, deep, booming voice.
Casper, can you open the window again?
Open the window.
Okay, the thing's open.
I yell back, yeah, we're getting here. We're just, we're fine.
Okay, just remember, you pay for any damages, girl.
Yes, sir.
All right. Walks away. You hear his footsteps. You don't hear his footsteps. You're outside. Like you don't know. He's still there. You don't hear his footsteps. Too far away.
I'm gonna run to the secret stash. He's coming. It said.
And the secret
Secret
stash
is not
isn't safe.
Highwayman everywhere.
Highwayman
But
is
yeah,
camp.
I think that would be
Don't trust Highwayman. Where Highwaymen are worth watching. Don't trust thieves.
like if the highwayman is the one who quote unquote runs a secret stash, it's like very clearly Tirsenda.
Was your the rest of your group, were they particularly closer to Tier 7 than you were?
I'm
So
not sure how I would gauge that.
roll a.
Like if the thieves were telling the highwayman everything and Tier 7 was the highwayman. But maybe if he was the highwayman, then they would have been meeting with him more often or something.
That makes sense.
Roll a wisdom. Just a wisdom.
Just straight wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. That is. Oh, dip. In that one.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to be familiar with this place. But and like they're the ones who introduced you to Hill Garden. But you think they were like maybe from Hill Garden or something. So they probably just were here. I don't know.
So they've probably got more history here.
Mm.
Both fuzzy and I feel like they didn't tell me a whole lot. Not too sure.
We stay in the rooms tonight? Like,
We doubled
Is
up in
anybody
all the
watching
rooms,
this?
right?
is anybody watching us
Yeah.
while we're
I mean, there was like people, townsfolk have like walked past, like not your street, but like they've been around. You guys aren't exactly hidden unless, I mean, you guys are kind of more hidden when the moon passes behind clouds, because it's like a partly cloudy night. So like the moon's peeking and then going behind clouds and peeking. So
Gotta say, this Corin's making me feel pretty paranoid.
We could like,
No secret codes about people watching us at all times.
since we're room sharing, one person can keep watch while the other
True,
leaves
true.
and rotate throughout the evening.
Yeah.
Do we
Selene goes, we can also just all stay in one room.
do that? Yeah.
Make the watch a little easier.
I'm game.
That sounds good. But I want to stay in this tiny room.
One with all the notes.
It'll be a little cramped, but it
The
might
one
be
with all the
safer.
notes.
I've probably got similar sized rooms though. If it would have been any bigger.
All right. So you guys all cram in. Do you guys climb in the window or do you go in the front door?
I would say the
Through the window.
windows.
We want to boost me up here.
All right. So you are all in. You're all situated. Who's first watch as you guys settle down for the night?
Take first.
Okay.
First is the easiest.
Selene will join you if nobody else will. And roll a survival check.
Ooh. 16.
With advantage because Selene is helping, obviously. Cause,
Oh shit, it's nice.
Because the watch.
A 15.
Your part of the watch passes fairly uneventfully. There was a couple moments where the hair on the back of your neck kind of just stood on end, but you couldn't. Like there was no real reason for it that you could place. Nobody was there. It was just weird.
It is weird.
And your watch passes. Who's next?
Yeah,
You want to go?
I could do it.
Also,
Okay. Two of you take the next watch. Roll the survival as well.
$15.
15. Okay.
Both of us.
Yes. Or one of you with advantage.
Survival.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. Okay. Your watch passes fairly uneventfully. The only weird thing is there seems to be a little bit of frost on the window. You guys also get this like weird prickling. Hair is standing on the back of your neck. Like somebody is just staring at you, watching you. And then after a few moments, it passes. Your watch ends. And last up is going to be Blaze and
Unless you roll for
Riley. Yeah, please roll for them because I rolled a natural one last. So
Blaze got a 12
okay,
on the dice.
right. So that's going to be a plus
Actually,
3. So that's 15. Actually, give her advantage. Just give her advantage.
That's 4. Yeah, just 12.
So that will be a 15. Her watch is the same. Peaceful, nothing special. And weird sensation of being watched. Hair is standing up on the back of her neck. And then it is morning. You guys can mark off a long rest. You wake up. You have rested. Though you might still have a sense of unease about just general unease as you wake up.
Did anybody else get like a super weird, like ghosty feeling?
Yeah,
100%.
Because
was odd.
Okay, so not just me. That's
Got things I can do.
You have things you can.
Not good options.
What would you like to do? It is. It actually dawns pretty nice out.
Any shops in this town?
You
Anyone
did
that might sell diamonds?
no.
Do you have any?
I mean, there might be. There is, there is a blacksmith in town. You guys would have noticed like there was a lot of smith looking folks that were in the tavern the previous night. And Sleeve, you would actually know about the blacksmith of Hillgarden. It's actually it's a famous blacksmith. They do some pretty impressive work. The forge is very big. You're not sure who the smithy is, but the smith himself is. But you've had many youths in your town be sent to apprentice with him. Youths again. Youths have made a return. The youths have made a return every episode, y'all.
That we did notice frost in the windshield.
Yeah, but it's getting colder.
It's cold. Okay.
Yeah. That
Not
that
windshield.
seems to be a
Window.
that seems to be an effect of it being later in the season. I don't. Okay.
or there's something witchy
Yeah.
afoot.
Being watched.
So I don't remember what I bought when I got these, but
Is that a chocolate coin?
these are not just any chocolate coins. These are loonies. Oh, this-
Canada.
Yeah, these are
Oh.
straight up loonies.
Yeah.
Loonies and toonies.
Love 'em. I don't remember how old these are, so they could be ancient.
Alright, find item.
Oh, they're definitely ancient.
As famous blacksmith.
Smells like chocolate still.
It looks like chocolate still. Tastes like chocolate.
Alright.
It's like chocolate that smells like chocolate. It tastes like chocolate.
What's the worst that could happen?
Probably chocolate.
We die in our sleep.
Poison chocolate.
I'm like, he's still unwrapping it, and I'm like, yeah.
And poison.
Yeah, I'm still trying to like unwrap this bitch. It's like stuck. Ah. So fun. Tastes like a chocolate coin. Any orders more?
So it seems like these notes are, even if it's not Corin doing the notes, notes seem to be saying the same thing, using the same language that Corin's using.
Speaking of, the rock that was thrown through your window last night
Uh,
that you managed to save, what did you do with it?
oh,
Put it in his pocket.
is there anything on the rock?
It depends. What did you do with it?
I grabbed it out of the
Out of the room. Yep.
tea, and I probably would have dropped it in my hand.
Okay.
We didn't make noise while we thought people might be trying to come into the door.
Sure.
And when I had it in my hand, I probably would have glanced at it.
Okay. Yeah. From glancing at it, you would have. See, I didn't know if you just dropped it in your hand and then waited till.
Ah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck the rock, right?
Yes, you would have actually noticed that there is a paper wrapped around the rock.
Mhm.
And it says, be careful, the highwayman is always listening.
Is it the same handwriting?
Same handwriting.
Okay. Always. Share listening.
Listening. Yep.
You already said watching. I think listening.
Um,
Oh. that's
As you guys wake up, what do you guys do?
Well, Corin seems to be the key to all this. Or at least key to figuring out what the hell's going on here. And yet,
Mhm.
he's running away from us.
Yep.
Any idea where he hangs out?
I
We
mean,
try to find
he's
him,
kind of all
ask
over
him some
town,
questions, or do we
so
Why don't we go see if he needs some breakfast?
All right. So as you guys go out to the main thoroughfare, there's actually a lot of hubbub. There's a lot of hubbub going on. This is the problem. You put me in front of Legos, and all I'm going to do is play with them.
You know?
You put yourself in front of Legos. Nobody put you over
I know.
there. Don't put
I'm-
this on
I'm-
us.
No, this is 100% like me doing this. to
His
myself.
Legos at his house.
Yeah,
At his D&D table.
yeah. This is the danger. There. Fixed. As we go out, there seems to be like a buzz about the common room.
Common room.
Yeah. So when you go out to the main tavern room,
Okay.
there seems to be just like a buzz, a hullabaloo. That's
All in
And-
one central congregated area? Or
yeah, everybody is everybody at their tables is talking. There's some congregated groups, something's going around, and you guys hear the fountain's wine now, like real wine.
Fine.
Yeah. Like look at it. It's wine. You can taste it. Well, don't tell Corin. He's gonna drink us out of our fountain. We should really make a play. Like this is a little snippet. We should see if we can't get convince Tircenda to put a gate around so Corin can't get to the fountain.
Wine fountain sounds pretty interesting. I think it's red or white. Sparkling. Or rosé. Or dessert.
Or frozen.
Ooh, it is frosty. That's possible on the window.
Rosé. Mm.
Well, should we go take a little look see?
The wine fountain.
All right, let's go venture to the fountain.
Yep.
It is red wine just spraying up into the air, splashing back down.
Like,
It tastes of wine, and I need you to roll a Constitution.
I always do this. I always put things in my body that end up trying to kill me.
Yep.
That's what you get for drinking strange fountain fluids.
19 plus. I definitely have plus. Constitution 20, 23.
23. Yeah, it is wine.
Okay.
It's tasty wine. That Constitution check was just
Okay,
for fun.
okay.
It's actually quite good wine.
It's awesome.
Okay. And this fountain has historically had water in it before today, I assume?
Yes.
I detect magic on.
Sure.
Very interesting.
The fountain is just surrounded by an insane aura of alchemical magic. Blended. No, it would just be alchemic because you can only tell the class. Come on, alchemical magic.
Yeah. Would be the work of Jesus Christ.
Sleep, do any of those clowns you used to run around with play with alchemic magic?
No. You would know that would be a no. There was a paladin, a cleric, and
Barbarian.
yeah, so paladin, a barbarian, a cleric, and a fighter.
Wash with a wineskin. Like a water bottle.
Sure.
Water skin.
Yeah, you can fill your wine skin. Yeah.
Or canteen.
We got it for research purposes, right? Because we need this in the future. I'll take some sips and I'll fill the sips.
Okay, so in your inventory, you can now put wine skin of fountain wine.
Please. Skin of tin wine.
Mm-hmm.
See, like say red.
Just in case you run into another fountain that has a different kind of wine.
Red wine of Hillgarden.
Alrighty.
On. What does all the weird shit always happen to us? Or
Something adventure, something.
Hmm.
Probably.
Is worth looking into, or is it just wine?
You tell me.
Was it corn
Is
hanging
this
around?
the only weird thing that's happening out here is the wine fountain?
So
Presumably once was water.
the once water wine fountain is there's actually a lot of people around, like kind of basking in the glory of a fountain that is now wine. That used to be water, and I would like you all to roll a perception check, please.
As part of this perception check, can I see if I spy any youths trying to sneak drinks out of the fountain?
Sure.
Ugh,
21.
great.
21. Okay.
Spot youths.
21
check.
for youth spotting.
Youths check.
13.
13. Okay.
4.
4. All right. So while there are no youths who are being delinquents,
Good youths.
yeah, all the youths are actually very respectful of the town. They're staying. They might take like a cup to a parent, but they are not drinking for themselves.
Yeah.
Like good youths.
Say that for after dark.
Wholesome.
There is like whispering, and Casimir, you do hear another miracle. Can you believe it? Hillgarden is so blessed.
Does anybody look like they are easily approachable?
I mean, they're townspeople, so sure.
Can I approach somebody talking about miracles?
Sure. They kind of hush as you get close.
Morning.
Good morning.
Quite a sight here.
Yes, have you come to bask in the glory
Yeah.
of Garden's many, many miracles?
Actually, yeah, we've heard some tales about it. What this seems good proof here. What mind telling us about some of the other miracles that have gone on in this town?
Roll a persuasion check.
Want to back me up here? Natural one. -1 for 0.
Okay.
Oh
Zero.
no.
What did we say? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
4.
4. Okay. With that, they laugh and say, "Well, which ones have you heard of? There's just been so many."
I just bought this on Monday.
Game changer.
Pockets are literally what make life worth living.
Technically, a women's sweater. All the women's stuff at Costco is soft.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
It's so much nicer. Dude, the men's stuff sucks. It doesn't suck, but
The
it's
jeans
not,
are great.
It's not fun colors. It's not as soft.
Okay, men's stuff is rarely ever fun colors.
Well, I know that's why
Like-
men's stuff's clearly better.
Like fucking shoes. Like
See, I usually buy men's stuff.
Women's
Women's
is
stuff
trade
is
art.
too fit.
Trainer wardrobe.
Because men have pockets.
Yeah, but
But like,
Men
I
get
can't tell-
pockets.
my
Enough
shoes.
said.
I'm fairly certain the current indoors that I'm running around in are actually women's indoors.
Because they fit your foot? Yeah.
It fits my feet, and they are pretty colors, and I like the pretty colors. Okay.
I buy the women's socks at Costco, like the fluffy ones.
They're so
Yeah.
fluffy.
So nice.
Where
We
were
do
oh,
get the
miracles.
best socks. That is
I
true.
know.
Yeah, I know. Why do women get all
They're
the
so
cool
nice.
patterns and stuff, and men's socks
They're
are
so
like
much cuter. Men's socks are all gross colors now, like athletic-y, weird. No,
J. Crew Factory men's dress.
Argyle.
that would worth it.
You're like, yep. Fun print.
What's the J. Crew?
yeah. I love fun
Not
print.
too tall.
And like all the ads I see are always for women's socks. There's no men's socks that are like fun. Also leggings. Dudes just do not look good in leggings. I've seen it. Have in fact seen it. And it is something I wish I could unsee. It was not pleasant. Anywho.
Oh well, you know, I heard about something about spontaneous rain of apple pies or something. I don't know. It was a bit of a chain of tales at a bar one night. Way north of Ariath. Yeah, around the town of Northampton.
You guys
Something about that, maybe.
All right, roll a
turned into gold pieces and.
roll a deception check at
Is
disadvantage.
there a more bullshitty skill than because that's what the truth. What did that can do? Actually, better than participation. 4 + 2.
6. Okay.
6.
There's some giggling from the family you've approached. They said, no, none of that happened. That would be fun. There was what you probably heard of was a spontaneous feast. We were we've been bringing in all of the food from the fields and stuff, and it had been a long day, and before any of us could get to cooking, food was just appearing. It was so wonderful. Even the animals seemed to be fed. We did not have to feed them. Made our chores easier, and everything was taken care of, and it was just a great ease of burden.
Wow, that is very impressive. Very nice. Very
Yes,
blessed.
It's a very useful miracle.
it was. It was indeed. Somebody's looking out for this town, that's for sure.
Surely your blessings know no bounds.
Indeed.
Still recovering from royally botching this.
yeah. And they're like, well, anyways.
I'm gonna go back to my friends.
Yeah, enjoy your time in Hill Garden. Yeah. Amazing that you were able to witness a miracle after coming here to see one. Just walks off.
Mm-hmm. Well, that could have gone better, but interesting to hear that this is not the first time, but weird like this has happened. Food-based miracles in a small town.
Best kind of miracles.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fortunately, it seems like the one person we know in this town is Tyr. Senda. Tyr Senda.
Here's on that. Yep.
Does not seem like the most approachable fella.
Not
Do I
especially,
know anything about, do I have any recollection of spontaneous food-based miracles?
Roll a history check.
18.
All right, with an 18, you would know. You've read many a book. One of particular interest in this moment is there was a period of time when there were a great many charlatans, and they would use a variety of miracles to sway populations to their fake gods and pay them money and you know reap the benefits.
Mm.
On occasion,
No.
a real god did take notice of a suffering community and provide for them. It has happened. It's not impossible.
But I'm a little suspicious.
You would be a little.
A little
You are a
sus.
learned man of little religion. You know religion. You just have little time. So you would probably be suspicious of.
Seems a little weird here. Someone with this kind of power probably wouldn't. Probably likely wouldn't be happening for no gain on their part. So may have to be on the lookout for somebody profiting off of this. Maybe the highwayman making wine in the town square to get more cantors to thieve things. Tell him secrets.
Loose lips.
Tears.
Cheers.
Here's some.
Guess, I don't know. Sleeve, unless you know anybody else in town you could talk to.
We could go talk to the people over at the forge, just because we're probably going to get a larger sampling of people.
Yeah. See what they got to offer as well. Maybe.
All right.
Go over there.
All right. So you guys make your way to the forge.
Well,
As
they
you
make good stuff over there.
They do. They do indeed. As you guys go over there, I would like you to roll a perception check.
Let's be on the lookout for Orin as well.
Woohoo! Nat 20.
20, nice.
Plus 3, 23.
Sorry, you broke out. What are we rolling?
Perception.
16.
16. Okay. You guys are making your way down to the forge, and as you do pass by Corin on your way. People are on both sides. He's kind of lurching around drunkenly, and actually staggers into you, Sleeve. Ayana, with your natural 20, you notice something slip from his hand into Sleeve's pouch, and he stumbles off. And as he does, one of the citizens grabs Corin and he's like, "Corin, these are guests," and just socks him in the face.
Oh,
Ooh.
they're not.
Hey,
any
that's no need for that.
thing that needs to happen on our
Oh,
account.
he was being disrespectful. We won't tolerate that here, Corin.
Fine.
Well, as long as you're not harmed, miss.
Nope, I'm good.
Excellent. We'll be watching you, Corin. Walks off.
Us.
Sleeve. Has anything magically appeared in any of your pouches, pockets, or general personal items?
So,
I can check, but
all
I
right.
check.
As you check your pouches, pockets, and personal items, you do actually find another balled up piece of paper. This one, again in
Okay.
thieves' cant, and in Halfling reads, the treasure is fake. Don't trust it. It's a distraction. All of it is a distraction.
I
Find me.
translate for everybody else.
Yeah. And then the last line is find me alone. Too many watchers.
I wonder if he means just me.
Could be.
You guys continue on your way to the forge. It's a busy place. There's hammering and tongsing and it's going hard.
Smithing?
Like there's a lot of Smith,
Forging and
yeah,
Forging?
there's a lot of Smith
blacksmithing.
action going. There's some quenching. There's some hammering.
Mm.
Like a ton of stuff is being made. A lot of it is actually farm equipment, or there's a few people ferrying,
very.
ferrying, making horseshoes.
Ah!
And just other various like there's smiths of every skill level represented here. Just working, apprenticing, higher level smiths or guiding lower smiths. Just a lot of action. At the center of it all is a dwarf who's just kind of directing things, making sure everything works.
Like kin.
He looks at all of you as you approach. Hello, welcome to my forge.
Good morning.
How may I help
The blacksmith?
you? Yes,
Okay.
he is. Yeah, he's got his apron. He's got this is him. This is
Nice.
You can't remember his name, but he comes to you as he shakes your hand and introduces himself to all of you. So I am Durin Stronghammer.
Was there a name on the blacksmith?
Nice to meet you. I'm Sleeve.
Liz, I've seen you in passing many a time. No, there is not a name. It just says blacksmith.
Owner. He's the leader.
He's the owner. Yeah. Welcome to my forge. What do you guys have a item you need forged? What can I do for you?
We'd
was
heard there
there
was
something you
a
were looking for?
famous shop. Figured we were in town. Look to see what you do here. What you got on sale?
Yes, that is. Well, we build to order basically. That's the best way for most of these young folks to learn the trade, and we can forge just about anything you need. What do you need?
Yeah, sounds good. I don't know. Do you make mostly functional equipment, or do you do like decorative?
Oh, we do both. We do plenty of both.
Wouldn't mind getting maybe an axe forged.
Sure.
New hand axe.
Sure. Just a basic hand axe because we have some, and he takes you to. We have a whole shop here with some basic equipment, farm equipment, that kind of thing. We have plenty of that if you want. If you want something a little more specialized, we can have it made for you.
Yeah, you know what I love is I'll pull out my symbol of the Zoroastrian.
Okay.
Maybe something with this symbol and etched into the head.
Okay.
Kind of decorative. A little bit.
Do you want like a full decorative piece or a functional?
I mean, mostly
Functional
functional,
decorative.
mostly functional, but you know,
Okay.
with a little bit of a flair to it.
Oh, sure. Okay. Starts writing down some notes.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I just need to see your hand. Which hand would you like to use your? Okay, so he starts like taking measurements of like all these little bits of your hand, and then he gets like this this huge piece of clay, like puts your hand, gets like a good print, pulls your hand out, it's like a nice mold.
You know, if, I don't know if you've been around town this morning, but did you happen to see the miracle in the town square?
Not you too. Yeah. There's been a lot of miracles lately.
Yeah, I've been hearing about it. Us coming from out of town, and all seems like a bit of a happening for a out of the way town like this.
I mean, we get enough traffic, you know. Folks come to town to order from the forge usually. It's nice having something else for people to come to town for. But, you know, I can't help but think it's a distraction for some of the younger minds who be better served focusing on the task at hand.
That's fair. Yeah. Must be kind of odd stuff though. You know. Must be some sort of blessed person or creature or something in the area that maybe bringing it about. Seems like kind of an odd thing to happen out of nowhere. Yeah.
I mean, it is odd to come out of nowhere. Wouldn't be surprised if it's some kind of a prank from one of these youngsters.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
there could be
youths
some of
these
that.
days get up to such shenanigans.
Maybe some of the out of town folk too. Anybody weird in town lately? Swinging by around the time it started.
I mean, it happened this morning, and you guys are the first out of towners I've seen all day.
I'll walk into that one.
So maybe you guys are responsible for this fountain of wine.
Believe me, if I could turn a whole fountain into wine, I wouldn't. Don't know if I'd be still in the adventure lifestyle. Probably settle down pretty nice. My own bar or something.
Fair enough. Well, if you ever do decide to have your own bar, come here and get some parts.
Oh, I'll be sure to do that.
We'll forge it nice and good for you.
Yeah.
All right. This is a few days task. Unless you want it to be enhanced quick.
No rush.
All right. In that case, probably take about 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, pay in advance or
We take a
Time
deposit.
delivery.
We take a deposit. Just to be sure, this is going to be. Did you want any enchantments on it? This last note.
would that run me?
Well, a basic hand axe with the decorations you're talking is probably gonna. Here, let's see. Just a basic piece. That's Hmm. It's a.
Is there a list of like enchantments?
Well, if you tell me what you want to do with it, I can probably tell you if it's in our. Yeah. So with what you're talking about, it'll run you about um, uh, 10 gold. If you want an enchanted, it's probably gonna run you closer to. Oh, let's see. Depends on which enchantment, really. For just a basic general enchantment on it, that's gonna run you about 150 gold. For anything more than that, it's gonna be a couple thousand.
That's just like a +1 hand axe.
That would
What you're
translate to like a plus
talking about.
one for
Okay.
150. Yeah. If you want more than that, we'll get
Crazy stuff here. I mean, yeah, just maybe a bit sharper like that. You know, a bit more useful. Just a kind of a basic enchantment.
just a generally enchanted, well crafted knife or a hand axe.
Yeah, I'll just do like a +1.
Okay, sure.
mainly was using it as an excuse to talk to the guy. But I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of invested into this.
That doesn't happen. All right. Well, we got your order down. Order for Casimir.
150, you said 150 total?
Yeah. So down payment, we expect at least 50. Full payment by the time you pick it up. If you don't pick it up for 2 weeks, you forfeit the item, and we're free to sell it.
Fair.
2 weeks after completion, to be totally clear.
So I will pay 50 gold, and I will see you in 2 weeks. See you in 2 weeks.
Excellent. See you there. If you're staying in town, we can get word to you. If you're not staying in town, where can we get word to you?
Maybe kind of about if you send the item or word of the item to the Harpy's Roost in area. You know the.
Oh, yeah. Sure. We can get some to area.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you very much.
No problem. All right. If you want us to send the item, that's an additional 25 gold, or sorry, an additional 10 gold for your item. And we could send the item, but that requires you to pay in full now.
Yeah, you know what? Like your work, like what I see here. Might as well. Why not? We do
Alright.
that.
All right, so mark off 160 total gold,
10 addition.
and it is paid in full. He writes your name
A
down.
little more convenient.
All right, expected in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Well, that'll be all. Is there anything else I can do for you all?
Well,
I am going to pass. However, everything looks fantastic here. I just can't make a decision.
did you make any weird arrows or anything like that?
I mean, on occasion we find.
My friend likes to shoot shit.
So we have some fiery arrows.
I can.
Yeah, we have some arrows that are specially designed. And he pulls one out, and it's like so it has a normal arrow point, but built into the arrow tip, like kind of sheltered in the flanges. So there's 4 flanges, and kind of sheltered is like a little globule that can be lit. Light it on fire and shoot.
I have firebolt.
Are you using a crossbow?
I have a crossbow and a longbow.
All right. Yeah, bolts are for your crossbow.
Yeah, let's get a bundle.
All right. That'll be 7 gold for these fire arrows. And you'll get 20.
You said how much? 20 gold?
20 arrows,
20 euros.
7 gold. And so what this will do is, I don't know if you'll be able to find them in D&D Beyond, but if you want to mark it down.
I wrote it down in case I can't find it.
Okay. Basically what it does is it will do a 1d6 fire damage.
Is that standard damage, or is that in addition to the arrow damage?
In addition to the arrow damage.
Sweet. Light it up.
All right. Now that you have those, what else would you guys like to do?
I want to try to find corn again.
Okay.
I think his Durin's distrust of the youth is probably less an indictment of the youth than it is general paranoia.
I mean, he
Probably
doesn't appear
not.
to
Probably
be
not the youth turning the water to wine.
doesn't appear to be an older dwarf. He is no longer a young dwarf. No longer a youth.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Dwarf.
He's at the get off my lawn
Crotch
phase of dwarfness. Of dwarfhood. Dumb.
It's like
All right, so
Farmer
do you go alone to find Corin or with people?
we could help you
I'm
find
gonna
them.
check it on my own.
So while everybody is talking to Durin, I would like you to roll a survival check to see if you can track him down.
That's a 5.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing that Corin was also looking for you.
Nice.
Because as you exit, you actually
You didn't find him. He found you.
yeah, you didn't find him. He found you. You
Perfect.
actually see him kind of watching you from an alley, and he just kind of gestures to you to come.
I follow.
So he takes you deeper and deeper into the alley until you guys are
Oh,
seemingly
I'm gonna
alone.
die.
And he tells you again, watch out for the highwayman. He's happy to see that you survived the night.
Me
Evening
too.
corn.
Um, the highwayman is it's like the highwayman is responsible for bountiful treasure. But don't
The
trust it.
treasure is the lie.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. What kind of treasure?
All of it. All of it.
All of it.
Not
Very non-specific.
And then he stops and considers for a moment. He goes, well, not the Hammerman. The Hammerman
Not
seems okay.
okay.
Not
we like the
not in
Hammerman.
league with not in league with the Highwayman.
Okay.
Too busy.
That is good to know. Okay. Is the highwayman hiding something?
Yes. Always.
Okay.
Big secrets.
Uh-huh.
And then he gives a weird sign that in halfling would translate directly to unspeakable wealth.
Oh.
It's not exactly Thieves' Cant, but there's nothing in Thieves' Cant for that.
Okay.
And then he says, the secret stash has a stash.
The stash has a stash.
And then there's like footsteps. You guys hear footsteps coming up the alley. He's like, and then he signs, "The thieves are coming."
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Are my friends and I in danger?
no.
Okay.
And then
Whew.
hesitation, and then, well, here, yes. And
Fuck.
then he stops, and he like looks about. I would like you to just roll a general stealth check real quick.
Awesome.
On stealthy.
Just like that.
21.
Okay. Um,
Nice.
so you actually see this this townsperson just kind of comes up the alley that you guys are in, kind of laughing. He goes, "Hold on, I thought I saw that old beggar up here somewhere. I'll give him a couple sins to eat, and then we could go to dinner. Where'd he go?" And he kind of just looks. He almost is upon you guys. He looks around and goes, "I probably disappeared again. It's not worth it." Turns and walks back down.
Let's
Gesundheit.
And then Corin then says, "I will show you." And he says, "You and..." Hold on, I have to use my thing. You and your books are safe.
walk.
Books that went into Hammer Place.
Ah. Okay. So the stash has a stash, though.
Stash has a stash.
Does you know who the hired man
Okay.
is?
Is the stash the room, or is the stash the notes that were in the room?
No.
The stash is something else entirely.
Yes. The stash. The stash is the stash. Room in stash.
Okay. Okay.
I'm up there.
And
Is there anything that we're missing?
I need you to roll a perception check as you ask that question, actually.
Okay. Perception. 16.
16. You, as you're asking that question, you immediately feel tingling starting running up your spine from the base. All of your hair just is standing on end.
Yes.
And
Don't like that.
you turn to see what even caused that. And Corin tries to very subtly sign to you. The highwayman watches.
And there's
He's
nobody behind me.
dangerous. Nope, you don't see anybody.
Oh god. Okay.
He's dangerous. He guards the way. He guards the stash inside the stash. He guards the stash inside the secret stash.
Okay.
And that, I think, is a great place to end tonight's episode.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I'm coming.
Reach
with
your highway.
the secret stash.
That is, yeah.
Shit, man. Is it Tircena?
That's what I'm thinking is the highwayman.
Like I feel like we gotta investigate this
I mean, it really
Yeah.
adds up if we were like in the room, like talking, and they throw a rock in the window that says the highwayman is listening.
He said the stash is not the room is in the stash.
I
So the
mean,
stash has got to be
The stash,
the inn.
yeah, it could be the inn, and then the stash inside the stash is whatever is inside it.
whatever they're hiding in the end.
Well,
Mysteries abound.
Like we have better progress than
Yeah, you guys did.
getting arrested.
You guys,
yeah,
yeah, you guys definitely made more
improvement from
progress
last week.
than asking about last week's fiasco.
It was a net positive in the end.
Yeah, it was. It was. You guys actually got some chips to fall your way, which is always good. But yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. As always, guys, be excellent to each other. Keyless lie with a lot more bliss, and we will see you maybe next week. No, we won't see you next week because I'm out of town. We will see you.
I think there's like next week,
I'm
Maybe out of town.
the week after.
the week after that, and then the next week is like Christmas week. I think I'm
Right.
doing that corporate thing where you take the week between Christmas and New Year's off.
I
Yeah.
like that thing. Yeah.
I'm doing that for the
I
first
get 2
time.
days off for Christmas. And I might just be like, I only have a few more PTO hours left. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna take time off. I also have like a bunch of projects to finish, so I don't think I can swing too much off that because we're launching stuff. But next year I plan to do the corporate thing where I take the week between Christmas and New Year's off. And the day after New Year's off.
I think when we get the Monday, right? If you get New Year's off, that would be when that's when my company is doing it on the Monday.
I don't know if I get the Monday off. I haven't seen my 2023
I'll
days
do
off
New
yet.
Year's Day off.
But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.